according to her, they said that they started by first of all going to the family where they married that woman to tell them that their daughter, so many people have forgotten, these generations there don't even know the person they are talking about, but because they were explaining, so they told them, and they asked them, please, what can we do to appease her, because she is very much angry. Just like you and I, if you are doing something for others, when it is your turn and they didn't do it for you, you will be angry. Many people will say it is superstitious belief. It is not. So when they went to her people, and they now agreed that they are coming to do, they will, as in her family side will come and do the needful to the place where they married that woman from. So after doing that, they now went to that Ufuma. So her sons are still around. So it was her son. One elderly man gave them the land. They didn't even buy it when they joined their kindred, their kinsmen. So they went to where they buried that woman and collect sand. And they take that sand back to Umunze. They collected the sand from Ufuma where they buried the woman. Take the sand back to Umunze where they married her. And they did some rituals, after which they buried that sand in Umunze. So after doing one or two rituals and burying that sand, it was believed that her spirits had been appeased. And after doing this thing that I just told you now, these ladies, as in those ladies, the lady that told me this thing and her sisters, within a space of 4 months, 4 of them got married. They are not doing well. The person that told me this story, she had like 4 kids in her husband's house as I'm talking to you. So this is one of the reasons why, this is one of the ways that people incur curses upon themselves. How did they incur this curse upon themselves? 1, by the husband maltreating the wife. That is 1. Secondly, by not bringing those children home to relate with their families and letting them know that Ufuma is not their main house, is not where they originated from. Then the main way, as in the most annoying way that they incur this curse upon themselves, is by not going to the woman's family to report that their daughter is dead. So that is 1. That is the main reason. That is one of the most as in one way that they incur the curse upon them. If not that these ladies went to inquire or to find out where their problem is coming from or the origin of their problem, they would have been there praying against spiritual husband, praying against enemies, praying against household enemies, praying against witches and wizards, not knowing that it is not the cause of their problems. So for your prayers to be answered, first of all, you have to find out the origin where your problems originated. Settle that and your prayers will be answered. So there are other ways that people incur curses upon them. Another one happened recently. And this thing happened that a particular woman got married. So she gave birth to a daughter. And while the husband was alive, the man cherished that daughter. She did not discriminate that daughter and the woman from her family. So, but unfortunately for the woman, the man died, and she couldn't give birth to a male son. So the family of that man now chased her and the baby out of her husband's house. This thing is happening. The lady is old enough. She cannot get married again. So they now drive her and her baby out of the house, out of her husband's house, the house that she built with her husband. So when they drive her out, the baby now falls sick. That baby is the only thing that she have. Remember that the husband is no more. So the baby falls sick. She was running around begging people to help her to take the baby to the hospital. But unfortunately for her, the baby died. So she was heartbroken. She cried with tears. She said that for the fact that these people did this thing to her, that there will be no child, both the ones that have been born before now and generations to come, there will be no child in that family. And as I'm talking to you now, it is remaining about just one person or two. They are dying every year, every single year. A grown-up will die in that family. Every year, they will die. And this woman is still around. She's still alive. She's still alive, although she's very old. But they can still do something. They can still do something. They can still go to her, beg for her forgiveness, because she can still forgive them. But when she dies, it will be too bad. It will not be as easy as it will be now that she's still alive. This thing, they see it as nothing. It happens years back. Now it is happening. It started like some years ago. Every year, January, somebody will die. Somebody will die. Somebody will die. These people that die, if you see them, you will shed tears. They have now go to inquire what is happening. It is even the woman's side, the mother of those children. It is their brothers that inquired and see that this is the problem. Then they are now calling the men from where they married her to come and do something about it. They're all feeling reluctant. One thing they don't know is that when that children from the man finishes, that curse is going to extend to that family. As long as that lineage is concerned, as long as they are there when they drive that woman out and they didn't say anything or do anything about it, it is going to continue from them. If eventually clears up this particular family that they started with. Don't do something to someone because you think she cannot do anything. If she cries and says something about and tell you something out of anger, out of heartbreaking, when she's shattered, you are going to suffer it. Especially widows. Don't joke with them. Don't do something to them because you can do it. It will fire back the way you will not expect it. It will fire back. This is part 2. We'll be talking about part 3 in our next video. Please follow this page to get the part 3. I'm going to be explaining it to you with instances so that he that has ears, he will hear. Onye nwere ntị ọnụrụ. My father used to say that no matter how small your earlobe is, you can still use it and hear and learn from these stories. We are not telling you these stories for telling sake. We are telling you these stories so that you learn from it, so that you stop doing things, so that you stop doing bad things to people because you think you can do it. It can backfire. If they cry and say something against you, you are going to suffer it. Thanks for watching. Please help me share this video. My God will bless you. Support this page and channel the little way you can by sharing, giving stars, subscribing to my channel or my page. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye for now.